words translated not commit, I'm just going to give you the Greek. So, my best pronunciation is pisteuo. Pisteuo. And it says, so commit, this is the word translated commit, is translated to think to be true, to be persuaded of, to credit, place confidence in, and then it goes on to others. Of the thing believed. Okay, so one is all of those things of the thing believed. To credit, have confidence in a moral religious reference. Right? So I'm going to back up from moral religious reference. I don't think I got more on that. No. And I'm just going to go to think to be true, to be persuaded of, to credit, to place confidence in. So Yeshua did not place confidence in the thing believed. Right? Did not place confidence in what they said they believed. Why? Why didn't he do that? He knew their hearts, but what was it about their hearts that was so bad? What do you think was so bad about their hearts? That's a real question. Oh, here it is. I think it's possible that they asked him for a sign to show why he was doing something in his zealousness, that they all knew what the problem was. I do. I just do. They're asking for a sign. Now they begin to believe on him because of his signs, right? They asked for a sign, they got a sign, now they're beginning to believe. But the zealousness to act upon that. You know, the difference between knowledge and wisdom, right? Knowledge is to know, wisdom is to apply that knowledge. The difference between zealous belief and zealous faith is the same. One is to know, to believe, right? One is to execute. Faith is action, yes? We do agree on that. Faith without works is dead. Therefore, faith is works. What kind of works? The kind you do when you've heard and believed. It will be counted unto you as righteousness because it's faith. Yeah? Okay. All right, so let me move along from that question because it's all assumption. I said there should always be two things, right? A global and a personal application to everything that we ever hear show up here. So the question about our personal life is, about your personal life, in fact, is, am I zealous for the Lord in everything I do every day? I asked it earlier, but you've had time to think on it now. I don't mean are you zealous while you're reading the Word, by the way. We're all zealous while we're reading the Word. While we're here, we're on fire. We're surrounded by our brothers. The Spirit is hot. All we're focused on is God, right? Let me ask you something. 8 o'clock on Monday morning, how zealous are you? How about 6 o'clock on Monday morning? How about 9 o'clock on Monday afternoon, on Monday evening? Thursday night? When somebody calls you at 11 o'clock p.m. on Thursday, in the longest week you've had, and says, I just need to talk. Are you ready? Some. This isn't, listen, no condemnation. Questions for you to ask. It's not for me to know. Right? It's not because we're doing this because we're aspiring to some little pedestal in heaven, right? The 24 thrones around him are full. We don't get one, personally. I don't know who those guys are for sure, but I'm fairly confident they're not me. They may be representative of part of what I am, but they're not me personally. They're not you either. Why are we doing this? Because we love him. Because he loved us first. That's simple. And that's where we have to stay focused if we're going to be zealous at 11 o'clock at night on the Thursday in the busiest week of our week, or busiest week of our year, right? Because if we're not focused on that, we are in a lot of trouble. We might get off the phone and be like, I'm not sure that I actually glorify the Lord on that one. Anyway, maybe you guys will that never happens to any of us. How about the global context? Uh-oh, here he goes. I promise I won't get on the podium this time. I'm just going to ask some questions. Question number one. Are we in need of Akaneem for the Lord in this world today? Of zealous ones in this world today? Do we need our Father to bring order and bless his faithful in this world today? Is the time coming, or is it even possibly here, when we need to be zealous for his house and his people? Do we need a new generation to raise up and take the kingdom by force? We are going to be one of two kinds of generation. If it's not us, it'll be our kids and our grandkids. But we are going to have to take the kingdom by force if we don't want them to have to fight the fight. So you decide. We do need this. But we must learn new weapons. You know, I got pretty good at taking things by force. At one point in my life. And we must fight violently for the kingdom. We must fight violently for the kingdom. But we must fight violently to save those lost who would kill us. It's a different kind of force. It's a different kind of fight. It takes more courage to face your enemy empty-handed, knowing that he's more than willing to kill you. But the kingdom we're fighting for isn't in this world. You might think, some of you might think it is, but it's not. The best we can hope for in this world is a bulkhead, right? A point of entry and a place to refresh. Because this whole world's a battleground. It is a battleground for our brothers and sisters' souls. And I include every single person on the planet in that, including the ones who might strap themselves with a bomb and blow us up as soon as look at us. We can't fight a humanistic war to win a godly kingdom. It's been tried before. When it happens, we become zealousness unbridled. It looks like a crusade. Read your history and tell me this. If nobody ever came to faith by losing an argument, how many people came to faith in that time? By losing a war or their life badly. Nobody. Nobody ever